Hey, what's up? How is everyone doing? I'm sharing this today with YouTube, and I hope this video is able to help. I'm going to preface this with stating if you're watching my videos and enjoy my content and my view on things, please go ahead and like and subscribe because it helps my channel grow. And thank you for the 4,000 views this past 7 days. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to talk about the subtle changes in your skin, in your body, and your fat redistribution. In this video, I'm kind of piggybacking off the last video of breast development, but today I'm not going to focus on breast development. I'm going to focus on all the subtle changes that really add up, and after a year or more on HRT, hopefully you will get to see some of the same results that I received in my experience in my first 12 months to 36 months on HRT and what to expect. I am getting over some really bad allergies, so my nose is super itchy, and I'm so sorry if I'm touching my nose. It's driving me crazy. So fat redistribution, and I'm going to start with the skin. My skin, it changed a lot. When I first transitioned, I could see in my hands that my veins were a lot more pronounced, and they would also like be pronounced in my arm a little bit, and my veins were just very noticeable. And now they're like they're so much more subtle. Now I have a tattoo over this one, but my skin is so much softer. And what's also interesting is I bruise so much easier on HRT than pre-transition. Like, it would kind of be hard to bruise. Now, if I just bump my arm on a coffee table or something, or bump my thigh getting up from a coffee table, or bump my arm on a counter, I'm probably going to bruise, even if I barely hit it. I bruise so easy. So my skin got so much softer, and that was all in like 12 months. Like, my skin did like a 180, and it also is a lot less oily. So my skin was very oily, and especially in my face, and I always had issues with having an oily face. I was never dealt with much acne, but I do get hormonal acne, but thankfully it is manageable and something that I don't always have to deal with. It does happen, but it's not an issue. And the other thing is that I don't know if it's my scalp or if it's my hair follicles, but my hair is so much less oily. So pre-transition, I would have to wash my short hair every couple days. Now I only have to wash my long hair maybe once a week, or I can go longer. Pardon me, my allergies are so bad. I can wash my hair every 10 days. I used to be a smoker, so I had to wash it more frequently. But when I wash and blow dry my hair, it stays pretty much oil free for until the next time I wash it. I don't really get oil on my scalp. My hair is kind of dry, not like issues. Like, I use leave-in conditioner, but like having oil in my hair is not a problem. And within 12 months on HRT, it was not a problem. The other thing that I'm going to talk about is fat redistribution and some minor facial procedures that I've had for feminizing me, why I had them, and their effect. So I'm going to try not to scratch my nose anymore. It's driving me crazy. But I figured I might as well make a video. So fat redistribution is amazing and one of the most affirming parts of my transition for so many reasons. I would say the number one thing is how much my face changed. Like, I have not had any facial feminization on my jaw. So anything that's on my jaw, it rounded out so nice on HRT that I don't think I will ever get FFS on my jaw. Just, I'm completely happy with my face, and I did change insurance companies this year, so if I have a different FFS procedures offered, I may consider some other procedures, and I will share with that in later videos. But with some of the most minor tweaks in my face, along with all of the changes from HRT, I'm very happy and experience gender euphoria very regularly. I'm very grateful that everything worked well for me, And once again, I'm just sharing my experience. So hopefully that you get to experience some of these too, because they were definitely very helpful for me. So my face, my jaw, my jawline round out. I did put Juvederm in my cheeks, and I have to maintain that. So when I smile like this, that's all. That was funny looking. That's all filler, and filler definitely helps. I know that my cheeks definitely rounded out from HRT, but I think one of the things that really shaped this area was having a lip lift and also doing some Juvederm in my cheeks. I highly recommend it because it's so helpful and has made my life a lot easier. So with that being said, I do experience a lot of gender euphoria, and as I've been in transition for quite a long time, it's basically all I know at this point. I've kind of forgot what it was like to be living as a male version of myself. But I mean, I kind of remember by pictures, by looking at old pictures of me. But my skin has changed. My veins are less noticeable. I don't get oil on, in my hair. It's just amazing. The other thing that I'll say with HRT change is, I've spoken about this in previous videos, but you're gonna see a lot of fat retention in your thigh area. My calves are small, but as I go up inside, up in height, my thighs, they come out like this. So my hips are wider than my torso / waistline. So I do believe that pelvic tilt exists, though there's not a lot of medical journals that I have read that or videos I have watched that will attest to this. But I do believe that I have had pelvic tilt, and more or less what that means is that my pelvic floor has changed, and as a result, I've lost like 1.5 to 2 inches of height. So pre-transition, I was 5'10". Now I'm maybe 5'8" if I'm wearing, shoes. Like I literally lost between 1.5 to 2 inches in height. And I noticed when I did lose that, it did take several years, maybe 4 or 5 years to get to that point, but that my hips totally changed in shape. So they come out like this, they flare out. That's very helpful, and it's good for gender euphoria for myself. Hopefully it will happen to you if you're a trans woman who starts HRT or is going through HRT. I do hope it happens for you because it's very euphoric for me, and I wouldn't want it any other way. And there's like no real surgeries that I'm aware of, minus BBL, that changes. Nothing's going to change your height except pelvic tilt. But with that being said, it's very euphoric as I'm, under 4 inches. I'm under 4 inches less than 6 foot, so I'm just under 5'8". So I feel like I'm not like, you can't clock me very easy in public because I'm not like I'm super tall or anything. I am taller than most women, but not by very much. So I live here in the States, and I would say the average height for a woman is maybe like 5'6", maybe 5'7" for some of them, and I'm ever so slightly taller than my coworkers. So that's been my experience, as HRT has caused me to go through having some pelvic tilt, and I've lost some height. Another place, I spoke on my video on the chest, my breast development on the last video. But one thing I will say beyond just breast development is that your muscles atrophy to an extent. I experienced a significant loss in muscle. So like any muscle that I had, I used to pre-transition, I tried to overcompensate in my masculinity with lifting weights, and I was never able to bulk up, but I did have more defined muscles, especially in my arms, and they just became squishy and soft. And that maybe took a couple years where everything was just squishy and soft, and I do hold fat and retain fat under the tricep area, so that's all fat. And unfortunately, it's where women carry a lot of weight there, more so than men do. So, pardon me. Yeah, under my arms, I do carry fat there. I carry fat in my thighs and in my bottom and under my arms. And I would say that my stomach, I gain weight. Of course, if I gain weight, I'm going to gain weight everywhere. But I do notice that my stomach, I don't gain all my weight in my stomach. It's in my legs and it's in my bottom and places like this. And um, HRT has made my life wonderful, and I'm so happy for all of the results I've had and all the time and effort I've put into it. And hopefully, with your experience, is just as good as mine, if not even better. And hopefully, you don't have to go through a ton of surgeries to get where you want to go. I'm happy with where I'm at in my transition, and the fat redistribution was a big deal in my transition. I couldn't imagine my body looking like it did pre-HRT if I was actually trying to live and pass in society as a woman, because I wouldn't, and now I do. I guess I do because I don't get misgendered. Like, I live in Georgia, and it's a very southern place, so um, people say yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am to everybody. And since I've lived here for 5 years, I haven't been misgendered once, like at all in public. I do not get it. I did legally change my name and my gender, my sex, all my documents, so I am legally a female and I am legally Camila. But not just besides your looks, that's important to change everything if you want a fresh start and truly want to be accepted wherever you're at, whether it's at home, with your friends, or in the workplace. Having those document changes helps, and I'll talk about that in another video. My sex drive changed, and we'll be talking about that in another video. But overall, I'm very happy with my fat redistribution and my pelvic tilt, which is completely unexpected. I don't know how I'm going to title this video because I do go over quite a bit of things. But my next video, if you have anything you'd like to see, please comment so I can read the comments. I always reply, but it will help me pick out content ideas for my next video. So hopefully this helps. This is just some of the smaller, less talked about things that HRT does for MTF transsexuals, and my experience being an MTF transsexual, and how much I'm happy with my results. So I hope this video helps, and I will see you all in the next video. I appreciate you watching if you watched this far, and I will see you next time. Bye.